Imagine living in a world where you had to pay for every breath you took. Sounds crazy. Well, believe it or not, there was once a ruler who thought taxing the air was a brilliant idea. Let's step into the world of an eccentric king named King Wenceslas IV of Bohemia. This ruler, known for his unpredictable behavior, had a wild idea. He believed that since air was a gift from God, and he was God's chosen ruler, it made sense that people should pay for using it. So, he introduced something called the air tax. Yes, you heard that right. The tax was simple. If you were breathing, you had to pay. The more you breathed, the more you owed. The idea was to charge citizens for what they took in from the natural world, including water, light, and air. The air tax was seen as the ultimate symbol of his power. People were outraged, but there wasn't much they could do. It sounds like a joke, but this kind of tax actually existed in different forms across history. In fact, taxing basic elements of life wasn't all that unusual. In ancient times, some rulers even taxed salt, windows, and even beards. Imagine paying extra money just because you had facial hair. Back to King Wenceslas, this tax became so unpopular that it sparked revolts. People believed it was unfair to be charged for something as natural and necessary as air. Over time, the protests grew louder, and eventually, the tax had to be removed. It's said that even the king's own advisors warned him that taxing air could lead to disaster. The idea of an air tax may seem like something from a fantasy story, but it shows how far rulers would go to control their people's lives. It also reminds us that history is full of strange and curious moments. From taxes on the very air we breathe, to punishments for absurd reasons, rulers in the past have often blurred the line between power and madness. So next time you take a deep breath, remember you're lucky you don't have to pay for it. If you like this dose of bizarre facts, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment telling me the strangest thing you've ever learned in history. Who knows, it might end up in the next episode.